What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new series on my channel because of the fact that I have somehow been able to start recording again. Thanks, Nick. Anyway, to get straight to the point, we're going to be playing Europa. This is free Divine Wind, such an old game, such a classic, and if you can tell by the bottom left corner, we're playing this mod, a really good mod that has free mini mods, I'd say, free campaign mods. One being the Dark Continent, which is a very, very good mod, as I believe I've let's played this before, but it's like the Fantasia mod that I had played ages ago on EU4. Piece of God, which I did on EU4 with Zach, where I played as Pope and he played as Byzantium. Shattered Europe, which is basically actual Europe shattered. Italy's basically the same. And everywhere else is the same. I just ran up my flight of stairs because for some reason I was so excited. But we're going to be playing the Dark Continent, and I don't know how long this camera is going to go for, but I will probably take it straight over to my new computer. Well, not my new computer, my computer, once it's fixed. Which should be soon, but we're going to be playing on 200 stats colonists, normal, and inflation. However much I hate inflation, however much I am shit at keeping inflation, I'm going to leave it on. And we're going to play as Skandistan, so basically the Scandinavia of Muslims. And we need to create a proper fleet. Well, this game should look much nicer than it does. The video should look much nicer because I'm using a different program, a better program. One that makes the videos at least 30 gig. Which is my favourite. We have no manpower, we need to build an extra ship. What's this ship? That's a cog. Because I want to run cheap, we'll build a cog to start. Go central. Stability is the better of those options, especially at this early stage. Keep that there. Right, it's been a while since I played Dark Continent, but it has not been a while since I played EU3. I've been playing EU3 pretty much extensively. The Divine Wind mod. Well, the Divine Wind mod. Not the Divine Wind mod. Different Taxes mod, because I've had nothing better to do. While I've not been recording, I've been playing that, and since this new recording program works like perfectly, early game and mid game, as I used it on my different texts, and I was still getting a solid 20 FPS, which is good enough for me. It's good enough to play EU3 on anyway. EU4 on my laptop does not work for shit. It's pretty much just a no-go for recording wise. But if anybody who's played this mod before, you know we have to wait until that modifier called Gathering Refugees pops, and you gain a certain amount. I believe it's random colonies around you, but we're going to be battling with, for Scandinavia, Northern Germany, because if we don't, we could have a lot of problems. Now, I do not know if this software records the autosaves. I will try talking over one, and hopefully it does. Because it's better than Bandicam, I know that for certain. And a lot of people can probably guess what I'm using. But I can't be bothered to call it anything. As far as I'm concerned, it's useful. End of story. But Gotland will be one of my first colonies, along with basically blocking off the north is definitely important, as we do have a northern competitor. We also have Estonia, but they will probably stick around to Finland. So if we get Stockholm, we shouldn't have too much problem with them. But we are going to be this game. I have to admit, this mod is very, very hard in the sense of tech-wise, and I believe I'm using an outdated version of this mod. Well, the last version ever made. So there may be a few flaws or buggy instances, but we're 20 years ahead in everything because we start off as a Muslim. There's some animist, Orthodox. Pretty much I'm pretty sure a lot of people know the lore behind this, but it's basically the Black Plague. The Black Plague, yeah, killed everyone, and we're little camps of people. And I seem to have the least amount of people. Like you'll probably pop first. Oh god, yeah, you're these two will normally get destroyed by Algiers, Granada, Morocco. Ottomans will more than likely take all of the Greek lands. Crete will more than likely fail, as they normally do in this mod. And this is really going to be a very, very hard map, depending on what religion we choose, because you will get an option of 2 religions. So, when that happens, it's going to be so much fun. We're annually making near enough free gold, so that's fine. Inflation-wise, we're probably going to run into a few problems. The good thing is we already do have land of opportunity, which is helps our colonies grow, which is definitely very useful. And at the moment, we're losing 2.5 colonies because of the gathering refugees, which basically it's just a douchebag modifier until we can colonize. Well, some people do start off with 2 provinces though, which makes them slightly stronger. And I believe I have let's played this before as Francia. It's been a while though, so I don't know. What's our ingredients? We started off with grain. Wait a minute, I think everyone starts off with grain, doesn't they? No, you start off with iron, you lucky gits. Yeah, everyone, apart from, like, most people start off with grain, which sucks for them. Don't really care about most of them. We're unlucky, we started off as a monarchy. Or a sultanate. I'd much rather personally be a republic, but it can't be helped. We are what we are. And until the event pops, we can't actually do much. So I'm just going to sit like this and just watch time go by. Oh, we have a head of the throne. Developed birdie. What up? A 497, so he's better. He's basically just better overall. Well, even and better, so he is an improvement on our current. And Algiers is already completely annexed Algiers, and Tunis, and they've already had a revolt. The Knights are one of the harder ones to play, I believe, in this start, because they're extremely small. And there is Catholic nations. There's these 3 here, and then there's these 2. No, this one. Scotland, Catalonia, Aragon, Sardinia, the Knights, I believe, are the last Catholic remnants. Yes, because Crete's Orthodox. So yeah, they're the last Catholic remnants. Roma, Francia. So I have to admit, this mod's a lot of fun, and if it wasn't for my friend Zach, I wouldn't have this mod. Because I looked all over, and there's nowhere to get it anymore, which kind of sucks. Because Paradox, for some reason, got rid of all their EU-free stuff, so it's like there's literally no EU-free mods on their actual forums now, which sucks. I mean, EU-free is dead, basically, as a game, but it's still really fun to play, and it'd be nice if we could get to the mods. The mods that actually made the game better. So, unfortunately, we can't. So, luckily, my friend Zach, like I said, helped me get it, and I'm able to do this Let's Play. So that's all fine and dandy. We could do this, but I don't know why we would. I would rather wait until we have figured out what religion we're going to be before we start doing anything. Which, I believe it takes about 10-15 years until people start, but once someone starts, everyone else basically starts. And the Golden Horde's doing their Golden Hordeness of growing exponentially, and I believe Crete has got a colony here. Nope, they start from Naxos. Say they start in such a good position, they don't exactly do well. Well, as military guidance, we don't actually have any money, so... Still making a gold profit every year. Oh, and Norway is a thing. Oh, I thought that was a bug. Yeah, that's another Catholic nation as well. Huh. I always thought this was a bug when I tested the mod. People because I couldn't remember them, but they are a thing, so it's fine. I believe we've already played about 4 years, so... Yeah. That's just lovely. And the only reason we're like my FPS is quite like at 20, purely because we're going so fast. I'd rather be playing on 4 speed for the main once we actually start getting everywhere, because we're gonna have a lot of wars, and a lot of them are gonna be against relatively powerful people. I believe, yeah, the base taxes are not flat, so base taxes are important, which means we're going to need to get into Germany and start taking the German coastline, because we're going to need the provinces that are good, and I believe Danzig here, that's going to be probably my first colony after Gotland, or before, actually not before Gotland, because we make it unlucky and Jockey will actually get up to Warmia, which means they'll all be fully established colonies, I believe. Which means they could just grab Danzig. No, don't want to expand the bureaucracy, and I actually did think that would crash. I was very hesitant, but I did it anyway. I do admit, I don't know why I have this advisor. A cheaper advisor and better. But we can't actually make use of him because we don't have a big enough... I believe this is production base that it works off. Yeah, no research. No, yeah, production base. And as we're Muslim, we only have an 85% research rate. But we do start off technically advanced to pretty much everyone. So it's all good. Yeah, all the Catholic nations have the unfortunate circumstances of being behind us in tech, but I believe they are probably, to be fair, they're the weakest in this mod. They will just pretty much crumble or try and kill each other. Catalonia is a problem, well, will become a problem for Roma and Francia. Sardinia, if I remember correctly, is shit. And as you can see, there were islands, so the population wasn't actually affected. That's like the worst building you could lose. Thank God I have the money to rebuild it. Oh. Right, deficits. It's going to... Yep, in a year we're going to have... God, I really did fuck up then. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we'll lock it there for now. And at the end of the year, we'll go back to losing money. That was a big fuck up by me there, because I just lost my favourite building. Manpower is my favourite, so... Yeah, kind of my fault there. But ah well. So we're gaining... we're not gaining too much now. We'll be able to stamp that out, hopefully. Our second idea will more than likely be, which one is it? It's National Bank, so it'll be fine. As soon as it becomes December, we will start to try and stamp it out again. We'll just invest whatever the game decides we're going to invest in. And Ethiopia is dead. Jesus Christ. Well, not dead, but nearly dead. Basically dead. That's where I was going with that. Crete has gained Athens. Very nice. As a full province. Okay, either I'm missing something, or they're just getting given free provinces right now. Which still makes no sense why they're so shit, out of my memory. No one has popped so far. I don't believe we'll get a message when they pop, which is going to be kind of annoying. Because they're going to be our main, like, war partner at the moment. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this series as much as I do. I just hope you guys enjoy having strategy games back on the channel. Thanks to, again, Nick for finding and making sure my laptop could run this. And obviously I am using games where, obviously, aren't exactly hard to run, but still. It's still very helpful that I can record games I like to play more than any other. And we have a free advisor slot. Of course we do, because I don't want to pay the money for them. That would be stupid. So part 1 will probably... Oh no, Scotland expanded into Orkney. So yeah, so some people are expanding. Just not any of the Muslims, or currently Muslims, because some of them will change, and some will stay. To be fair, it is probably advantageous to us to stay Muslim if we given the choice, because that would grant us a lot more allies, like the Ottomans if we were able to push our way up to an alliance, but it also fits our name, seeing as we have the golden horde symbol on our flag. But yeah, really doesn't matter what religion we are. I really don't like pay enough attention to it, and we have 102 discipline as well, because we're actually more inclined this way than I want to. Land will probably be naval. We'll have probably more defensive than offensive. It depends on how many good trade nodes pop up, but I might go mercantilism, innovative, free subjects. More than likely, probably aristocracy. Because plutocracy is good, it's just not as good as aristocracy. And obviously centralism. So that's where I hope my sliders will be by the end of the game. But, well, situations change, you never know. Corruption. Get rid of the problem. I don't want it being a problem. We need to get rid of that problem. And there we go, there's our stability. Luckily, we get quick stability. And you're a tribal federation, so you might not actually get a pop either. Which would be lovely, because I don't need your bullshit. Oh, Scotland has been given the Highlands. So that's lucky for them. We have nearly 100 more people than we did last year. Or a couple of years ago. So Healy declared war against Mutapa. For the gold reserves, no doubt. How many minutes are we at game? We've got 2 minutes left before I need to end this part. I'll probably get 2 parts recorded, so you guys will have some good content, hopefully. Well, I haven't got a leader, and they have a 2-shock leader. We'll waste most of my money, as it's the end of the month, on a merc who will witness this battle, then we'll get rid of him. That's him. Which is perfect. And deficit's gone away. Because we're not paying for an extremely expensive merc. Yeah, no, go away, Francia. You will probably not end up. You'll not end up being a merchant republic, unless you're very, very well, unless you're able to raise 400 gold and build a center of trade. You should actually lose to a different type of republic. But it has been a long time, like I said, since I've played this game, and I believe this is available for EU4 as well now. I do not know. Look for the Steam Workshop. That's all I can say. I think it is. If it is, I'll try and find a link to that one, because a lot more people play EU4 now, but it's nice to play the classics. Or at least in my opinion is, and we've played 11 years. See, it takes a long time to get to the start of the game, like proper start. But once we're there, we'll be fine. We get to observe the fact that the world's changing. And already Bengal, David Bengal and Bengal, I believe they start Bengal. So Bengal's gone. Ethiopia's nearly gone. I believe Najd took land off Hassa. The Timurids are getting massive rebellions, I believe. Yep. The Ottomans gained some Jewish lands off the Jewish Georgians. Get away, Francia. All in all, we're doing just fine. Apparently we get paid tolls as well. Actually that's one thing we need. sound. Skins, shell, and fin. All we need is those three as well, so we'll be fine. Again, Danzig, colonization goal. Just because up to 12 base tax. And obviously all these produce the same thing as well, so... not the same thing, but they I believe they produced the thing they produced base game, so... that's definitely useful as well. Unfortunately, guys, we are going to have to end part 1 here. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one.